What you have to learn is to be able to build rapport, trust, credibility without ever looking like you're trying to. All right, have you ever had an experience or connection with someone where you meet someone and then everything's just right? You're just like, man, I've got so much in common with this person. Maybe you were out at a bar, maybe you were at a party, and you just are connecting with someone and you're like, man, I've got so much in common. Maybe it was, your boyfriend or girlfriend or whoever you're with, or your husband or your wife when you first met them, and you're just like, man, this just feels right. Well, what I teach is how to create that feeling. I can't promise you anything. Do you keep your options open when it comes to making extra money on the side if it didn't interfere with what you're already doing? And when you just use that line, people go, well, here's the thing, I'm really busy, I got a lot going on right now, it's pretty crazy. And you go, oh, no, I understand. I mean, if it didn't interfere with what you're already doing. Mm-hmm. And they go, yeah, but I got 3 kids. Oh, no, I know. I mean, if it didn't interfere with what you're already doing. So they can't give you a I'm too busy objection. Okay. And if they say, and it's hard for them because you're saying it's a side project, so they're not having to think, do I want to quit my job right now for whatever this guy's saying? They're not like, they don't flip on like, no, so doing that, but also just even the word like, hey, do you keep your options open when it comes to making additional income or extra money if it did? And I like the word serious money. Yeah, some pretty serious money, because that is whatever that prospect deems to be serious. Because we've tested like, hey, we could make an extra $200 to $300 a week, on the side. And, sometimes you'd say an extra 500 to 1,000 on the week, like, so some people, that's too much. You say the other number, some people say, oh, it's too little, so it's important to just kind of make it whatever they want to make it. So that's just kind of my line. Because then when you say, I can't promise you anything, then it tells them, hey, you're not the guy that can necessarily get them in. Because a lot of times we go out there, and this was the problem I had because I was really young. I would go out there and I would say, hey, you interested in making some more money? And then guess what? They'd look at me and they, size me up. They say, what kind of watch is that? What kind of shoes is that guy wearing? And they'd be like, I don't want to work for this kid. Because they thought like it was my company. But I always make it bigger than me. I'm like, look, I can't promise you anything. I'm not the big deal in this thing. Best thing I can do is maybe put in a good word for you. Again, I've built a little bit of rapport, so I usually know what they do and where they're from. And I'll say, but I noticed that you mentioned that you weren't banking and that you're from this area. And I know I was told to be on the lookout for people that are in the financial services industry or whatever the industry. So you're in the travel industry. Yeah, people that are in the travel industry, people that are in so that's why I brought it up to you. It always takes the pressure off me. And that was something I needed big time, man. It's important to listen to the intent behind their words. What is it really? And what they say right then and there is not usually what the real issue is. It's usually something beforehand, because that person did end up signing and they still never learned anything about the compensation plan in Canada. Like, it had nothing to do with that. So it's kind of like you learn this if you're a relationship. Sometimes when the person gets mad at you, think like, man, what did I do? I only left the toilet seat up. What's going on? But it's like, it's not that. It wasn't that. It was something that happened yesterday. We'll usually say, well, do you not have $200 in your bank account? Is that what you're saying right now? And a lot of times they'll go, well, no, it's not that I don't have $200. I've got it, but okay, so you do have the money. It's just, you're not quite sure if you want to invest it and move forward. So obviously you have some other concerns. You mind if I ask what some of those are? Obviously we missed it somewhere.